Hello, this is the foreign tax credit lesson. Make sure to also refer to your Pub 4012 and Pub 4491s because they are excellent resources. Now, our taxpayers are allowed to reduce the tax they owe to the U.S. government for any taxes they might have paid to foreign governments. And almost always that occurs for our taxpayers when they have dividends from foreign stocks that they own either individually or in international mutual funds. We have to have advanced certification, and most of our taxpayers take the simplified limitation election, which is in scope for us. Um, in that case, we can just enter foreign tax credits directly. They don't require the more detailed form 1116. It has to be based on passive income, which means things like dividends, interest from a K1. They can't actually have earned income like they work overseas. And also the tax deduction credit has to be 300 or less, 600 if married filing jointly. In order to do the full form, we have to have international certification. There are one or two people who have that. The first thing you want to do is review the documents that they present you for any foreign tax and whether you'll have to deal with this. Look at the prior year return. Was there any foreign tax credit? Look at their Form 1099 interest or dividends and also broker statements. Look at K1s. Now, if the FATCA filing requirement box is checked, that's the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. We rarely see that. Then it's out of scope. And also remember the scope limitation of $300 or less, 600 married filing jointly. Normally you'll see on the 1099 div, it's now in box 7. That's a change from last year. And the 1099 INT, it'll be in box 6. Also look on the broker statements on the 1099 div sections and the 1099 INT sections. On K1s, you'll have to look at different boxes depending on which of the K1 forms you have. Must be coded as passive income again, dividends or interest. On the back of the K1s, there'll usually be codes, and you can find if any of those codes in the foreign transaction box refers to foreign tax paid. The foreign tax credit is a non-refundable credit, so that means it applies if the taxpayer has a tax liability. Any foreign taxes paid can be used to reduce the U.S. tax liability. It's going to show up on line 48 of the new Schedule 3 for the 2018 tax year. Taxpayers are allowed to carry back or carry over unused credits. However, that's going to be out of scope for us. If they have any unused foreign tax credit, they'll use the Form 1116, but it's going to be out of scope. Now, in TaxSlayer, you're going to enter foreign tax credit when you enter the 1099 div or 1099 INT information. So in the input screens for those, there's going to be a box that says foreign tax paid, box 6 on the INT, box 7 on the DIV. If you're getting it from the Schedule K1, you're going to go to the federal section, then to deductions, then to the credits menu, and then to the foreign tax credit form 1116. Begin that. There'll be some questions at the top and then a box, and you can enter foreign tax paid from the K1. Now be careful. TaxSlayer will allow you to enter all the amounts, and you're going to have to figure out if that adds up to more than 300 single or 600 married filing jointly. Okay, if Jerry is single and has a mutual fund that reports $455 of foreign tax paid. What are his options? Well, this is out of scope for us without the international certification, so we have to refer him to a paid preparer unless somebody at the site has international. What if Jerry's married? What are his options then? Well, the best option is to claim the foreign tax credit on Schedule 3. Now, there is another option which we never use. They can claim them as an itemized deduction on Schedule A. What to do with the quality review portion? If you're doing a QR, look for foreign tax credit. If you see that on the paperwork, review the forms that the taxpayer has for foreign tax paid to make sure it's all entered. Verify that the total amount is in scope. Again, less than $300 for single and $600 for married filing jointly. So if you have any comments or questions, you can direct them at the Gmail address. Thanks for listening.